What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the TNEC cast. I'm your man Shuff with the Weapon K, episode 33 of the TNEC cast. Like I said, welcome back. We are here, baby. Excited to be here with you. Wait, yo, housekeeping, almost forgot it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all those good things. As you see, like with last week with when we talked about veganism and bodybuilding and overall, that suggestion came straight from the comments. So please, whether you see it on here or you see us posting something on social media, please let us know different things that you want us to talk about. So we want to make sure we're bringing that to you. So, okay, how you feeling?
I am chilling. Yeah, life's good. Can't complain. Ready to talk about the topic?
I want to say one thing. I want to shout out our brother Pete. He did his pro debut down in Florida. Got a strong second place. Man, we proud of you, brother. Man, it's to me real fast, man. It's just crazy what this sport can do when you're not a goofball and you really connect with the good ones.
Facts.
Because it to me, like I look at there's a picture of all of us on stage together and where and how that's not even a full 2 years ago yet. Not even a full 2 years
Ooh.
ago yet, and look at where we all are now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yo, what?
Crazy. Sorry, but yeah, Pete, we love you, brother, man. Great work. We're proud of you. Even though you didn't tell me beforehand. Remember, I used to
Yeah.
but the thing is the love is genuine between all of us. You know what I mean? So when we're ribbing each other and all that stuff, that's why we always mess with each other and everything. But we definitely super proud of him. So I wanted to make sure that we said it on here because I know he taps into this. So proud of you, brother. So now I'm ready to jump in. So
Also, I want to piggyback off that. Good luck in November. That
yes,
was
yes.
the Alexandria. It's a natural Ben Weeder IFBB Pro Show, and to be honest, I think he's going to take this away. I think we're going to see him on the 2022 Olympia stage. But hey, motherfucker, I'm still coming. I tell you that. Perfect segue into the conversation that we're going to have today, and there's levels to this.
Mm-hmm.
Levels to what, Coop? There's levels to life. There's levels to bodybuilding. There's levels to your job. Perfect, right? So let's attack the job for a second. Not everyone wants to be a CEO. Right? No one wants that, that hardship, that stress, that responsibility. And that's okay. All right? I want to preference that first and get that right out the way. Right? To tie it into bodybuilding, I think I was telling you, Isaac, I was just like, I've been very focused on my working sets. I revamped my training program and was like, I have to bleed. I have to go in there and it's going to be a grind every day because we don't play no games no more. Right? So I'm very mindful of that. So whenever I'm looking at other people train in the gym or on Instagram, it's just like you have more. Yeah, you always have more in there. But kind of looking inward, not everyone wants to be a Mr. Olympia. Mm-hmm. Some people want to get healthy. Some people just want to lose 20 pounds. Some people want to lose 100. But there's levels to this, and you just have to be mindful of what you want to achieve. And that's just the baseline real quick. We're gonna build upon that. But Isaac, what you got?
So what we were talking about, in our show prep, I was like, so we kind of like we said, okay, what's the topic? And we talk about there's levels to this, and I thought back because I've been posting a lot of reels lately, and I looked back at a video from our show that we did together now almost 2 years ago, and I was like, yo, I looked like that. And so I see the progress. So when we talk about the levels, I changed the way my nutrition is different. The way I work out is different. All these things are different because of leveling up, so my competition is different. You know what I mean? Because there's different levels at the amateur level. You have people that are just there for, kind of there for fun. It's a hobby, to get guys and girls who get to get done up. You get to do all this, get some attention. You get the people that are trying to get to pro. and some of them just for whatever reason it takes them a little longer than the next person. And then you get into the pro categories. You get some people that are pro that don't belong there. It just is what it is. Because if you win a show for whatever reason, you become a pro, then you go right to the next show and you get mollywopped off the stage. I've seen it happen before because some people don't want to listen. You may not be ready for that pro stage yet. There's other people that are ready to shout out to my boy Tyson. He's a perfect example. He won at Poseidon, came right on Alamo, finished, got a top 5 finish. Great job for him. So even at the pro level, there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? You got people that are, the newbies just getting started kind of thing. And, you're trying to crack that top 5. You got your perennial top 5, your perennial top 3. Then you got your elite people that every show they go to, they're the favorite or they're going to finish 1 or 2. You know what I mean? So there's levels to it. So you got to understand, we'll call it 5 levels. If you are at we'll call level 5 the bottom level, and level 1, you start to realize there's different things you got to do. And then once you get to that top level, you still got to keep going because you got to maintain it. Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of people, because if you let off the gas, you see it all the time where people let off the gas and somebody else zooms past them because they wanted it more. And then they wanted to stay there longer. LeBron didn't go to 8 championships. Bill Russell didn't win all those. I can't remember if he won 8 or 11 in a row. I know he won a lot in a row. Yeah. Jordan didn't win his 6. These people, Tom Brady, his sustained success isn't because they let off the gas. It's because once they got to the top of the mountain, they fought, clawed, bled, cried, did everything imaginable to stay there. So that's so now, once you get to the top of the mountain, can you unlock the greatness? Because getting to the top of the mountain doesn't necessarily make you great if you really, really think about it.
Yeah.
Can you unlock? Do you want to be immortalized? Do you want to be talked about long after you're gone? I know Kyrie and I both, because we talk about legacies and things like that, we're both people that want to do that. And shit, even related back to your jobs. When I was in sales, I didn't care if I was the best salesperson or not. I just was good at it. So I didn't put in the extra hours that I saw other people doing and all the other things that I could have done to been a much better salesperson and made more money and different things, but I didn't care enough. Now, on this other end, with the coaching and the bodybuilding, as an athlete and as a coach, I care tremendously. I want to be the best. I'm trying to pile that resume up as much as possible. And there's different levels to it. There's some coaches that can't do your nutrition. They can only do your workouts. There's some coaches that only they can only do one thing. Not me. You come to me, we can do it all. You come to Kyrie, we can do it all. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm trying to have my name etched. I'm trying to make the Hall of Fame as a coach and as an athlete, not just as one or the other. You see what I'm saying? So that's where my drive, my push, and the different levels. But I'm gonna throw it back to K, but because we're talking about the gym, I work out different. So there's a lot of people that think that they go hard just because they're pushing the weight and all that stuff. Now, as you learn more about working out, you start to really understand tempo. As Kyrie was pointing out, I don't know if you actually said it on here, if we said it in the thing, we talked about actually really going to failure.
Yeah.
All these different things that's how you are going to catch up, pass, or maintain your top spot. Is those because to the naked eye, you're just walking by and somebody sees you working out. Okay, it just looks like you're doing your right, but okay, I'm doing a 5 count on the way down and a 10 count on the way up. Are you getting to those levels where you are really, because now we trying to really dig in and get to that next level. And that's why when we say there's levels to this, because one of the things that I always tell our athletes, I'm like, especially the newbies, I'm like, yo, you're gonna go to a show, especially on the national side. It happens on the other sides too. But I'm like, you're gonna know who died and who didn't. When you're walking backstage, you could tell who is like you and who is kind of fun or whatever, however you want to word it. It's very obvious. So, but that's like when it comes to levels. And the thing is, you never know when you've reached. You never know when you've reached the top.
Bingo. You actually stated something that I really want to double back on. You was like, to your athletes, you would know who dieted or not. Mm-hmm. You would know because they'll get exposed, right? You gave me the privilege of, really, taking me under your wing so I can go to Alamo Showdown and, just observe and just, learn a new trade or two, right? While I was sitting there, stoic as hell, right here, just I was watching, this is the very beginning, I was watching people think of their T-walk routine on show day. And that bothered the hell out of me. Because my T-walk was done 5 weeks before. And it was a 7-week prep. 5 weeks before show day. So there was no rehearsing going out there. And then it clicked for me. This is a hobby to them. Mm-hmm. This is just I'm going to knock this off my bucket list. I stepped on stage. And like, this is not me being like, well, you should go harder. It's like, no. Because they take good pride in that, and that's a win. But I also realized something in myself where it's just like, this is your life. Mm-hmm. It's something to say to yourself. I'm like, Coop, yeah, like, I go hard. But whenever you like, I take that back. Whenever you can line it up and you can see the dedication that, because I think I have decent dedication to the game. Whenever you line it up with someone who's like, in the league already, and you see their work ethic and stuff like that, you start building that confidence. You're like, bro, maybe I am built different. And then guess what? You become that. You embody that. You're just like, motherfucker, I am different. Like my favorite Kobe clip of all time. He was like, bro, like y'all worried about getting a check. This is my life. I will live and die for that. And at that moment, at that show, I realized that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is the domain I was built for. And I encourage everyone out there that's listening, doing cardio right now, if it isn't bodybuilding, if it's not sailing shit, find the domain that you want to dominate in. And then move ruthlessly in pursuit of it. Because that right there is beyond powerful. Also, new levels, new devils. I don't know where I knew I heard that somewhere, somehow out there.
I know what you said.
Who said that?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z? Yeah.
He's not the only one, but he's the one I think I first heard say, yeah.
So whenever you bump up the level from amateur to pro, hey dog, you can't be a giant killer no more, chief. You know what I mean? Those people who didn't show up in shape, they're not there. They didn't make it there. I said this before. I was like, you can't keep beating up on kindergartners. You're going to have to graduate one of these days.
Yep.
And then you're going to have a different devil. Mm-hmm. A different final boss. You beat them. Congratulations. Now they're comparing you to the greatest of all time in a different generation. Then you look at Mike, LeBron, Kobe, Wilt, Bill, Kareem. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Isaac, how do you, as a coach, not push your clients to make this a lifestyle, but allow them to kind of tell you the levels that they're willing to go to?
So my job, because not everybody can articulate it and not everybody even fully knows. So my job is to kind of either figure it out or help them figure it out, or some combination of the two. Because, for example, I have a lot of people that tell me how bad they want it. And sadly, I say, well, this time I'm going to show you. I'm like, okay. Can't even make it, not, let alone can't even make it the full first week since showing me, can't even make it 2 days. Mm. So I look at it as the little things that are easy. It's easy to put your weight in on time. It's easy to take your check-in picture. Like all these different things that champions are doing without even thinking about it. Because I said to somebody, I was like, oh, what did I say? I was basically talking about it. Yeah, well, it tastes like winning, or it feels like winning. And they said, well, I've never experienced that. I'm like, that tells you all you need to know. Mm. I'm trying to get you there so you understand what it's like, when you're tired and when you don't want to do anything, They think everybody thinks we always want, just because we love the gym, that we always want to go there. Man, look, today I was saying I wanted to take a freaking nap. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
but the long and the short of it, when it comes from the coaching standpoint, the ones that really want it, the ones that are different, I don't got to push them at all. The most I got to do is direct them, because they got tons of passion and they just don't know what to do with it. It's kind of like a like a wild horse, fast as shit. But if you try to get on it and everything like that, it messes it up. So my job is just to kind of push it where it needs to go. Let it run its race, let it run its way, but try to just let it go, get it to where it wants to be, but make sure it doesn't go over here or over there, and everything like that. And but it's also, I think the big thing is letting people know uh, what is required of them to get to where they want to be. Because I tell people, I'm like, you're not going on the stage under us looking average. That's just not going to happen. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And the things, I will provide the plan to make sure that you don't. But here's the thing, you gotta follow that plan.
Yeah.
And again, I've never had a problem following, since I've been doing this, I've never had a problem following a plan, whether it's one I laid out or a coach laid out for me. I follow the plan, I stick to it, I practice my posing, I do all these different things. These other people, they can't even do these little, and I'm not talking about the little things that are hard, I'm talking about the little things that are easy. The little things that are easy, they won't even do that. And that's the easiest way to tell who has that dog and who doesn't. Mm. Who's doing this as and a lot of people are going to listen to this and they're going to be like, oh, I have the dog. No, the fuck you don't. And it's okay if you don't. That's the thing. I'm not telling you need to be like me. I'm not saying you need to be like Kyrie. I'm saying you need to be you. You need to be the best version of you, regardless of what that looks like. And I know it's a little bit veering off from, what you asked, but it's something I said, I've been thinking about like the last 3 days. When I don't win, right, that means I didn't that means I didn't reach my full capability, because I fully and truly believe that my best is better than anybody's best on the earth. I really honestly believe that. So when I don't win, I know I got to work harder to get to my absolute best. When I crack through and win my pro show, when I crack through and win whatever the top pro show is of that time, then I know I've hit my best. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I look at it. So what I'm saying is that's the dog. That's the dog that a lot of, I have a lot of people kind of I just want to make it to stage. And again, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. So there's a lot of times, like, with the way we say things, we're very passionate about this. We're not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but don't, if that's what you are, be true to yourself. As a coach, it's my job I'm messing up. If you just want to get to stage, that's all you care about. I just want to get there. I can't push you like somebody that wants to go pro, that wants to be the best. I just can't, because you will crumble under that pressure. Like, if somebody told me to go do a bunch of algebra and shit right now, I'm gonna crumble under that pressure, because, like, can I Google? Can I use my phone? You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
I need help. But now you say go in there and have this crazy ass workout and all that shit. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's my world. That's my realm. So that's what it is. A lot of it's about figuring out, the collaborative effort, because you got to see through the bullshit as a coach. And it takes a long time to develop that true bullshit, like, where you can just tell, like, nah, you don't really want it. Because people will get mad, but then I lay it down. I'm going to talk about facts over feelings. I say, look, you're telling me that you want this so bad. You tell me you want this so bad. You haven't checked in 2 weeks. You've been off your plan. I start laying it all out. Those things don't show me that you want it bad. Mm. You know what I mean? If God came down here and said to you, hey, look, you are on the path to hell. I need you to do 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come back in 2 weeks and check on you. If you have not done that, adios. You better make sure you got 1, 2, and 3 done.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all won't, though. Because what it is, because that consequence that's coming 10 days, 7 days, now 3 days, you're like, oh, whatever. Now all of a sudden you're back begging again. I know I really do want it. You had the opportunity to show that you want it. You can't be mad at your coach or God, your mom, your whoever that was like, yo, you're telling me how bad you want to do all this or you want or whatever it is that you want. You're telling me, but what you're showing me shows the complete opposite.
That's a big part of it. Yeah.
Like people don't gotta ask if you and me want what we want bad. We show, it exudes, it shows, and that's. But again, as a coach, it's my job to set that standard and to set that precedent and make sure I'm on the same page with my athlete. Because one of the things I said, like if your goal is just to get on stage, I'm not the coach for you.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm too passionate. I can't. Now, have I, and will I make exemptions? Yes, but it's not. I don't want an influx of a whole bunch of people that are just trying to get on stage. I'm developing coaches for that, and there's going to be other people that will be able to help those people, and those people deserve help, and they deserve the best. However, I'm a pro maker, and those pros I want to make stars.
Yeah.
Point blank. Period. That's it. That's my only. And the Susies, the DJs, the Dariuses, they get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to leave anybody out. Those are just the people that come to my head because they know. They know what because they talk about it to me, what they want. Coach, I want to be the best. Let's do what we need to do to be the best. I'm okay taking my L's. I'm okay taking my lumps. DeJong trying a whole bunch of different divisions. Susie going, from bikini athletic over to figure. Darius, in his, rookie season jumped on 2 big pro stages against, and it wasn't like he was up against shrimps. You know what I mean? He went up there and challenged. That's what, as you talk giant killers, that's what the dogs do. You go, I don't give a shit who it is. Let's go. I'm gonna go. I might lose, I don't care. I want to go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna prepare. I'm gonna prepare my ass off, do everything. And real quick, and I'm gonna toss it back to you. Brought something up about the T-walks, right? Because I'm an expert, so you got to see me doing my thing. And people are asking me the questions and stuff like that to explain it. The lack of preparation kills me. So that's number one. Because you got to remember, I'm an athlete, I'm a coach, I wear a lot of different hats. So when I see somebody that's not prepared, I take personal offense to that. Because I make sure our team is prepared and I always make sure I'm prepared. So I take literal offense that you're coming to my stage unprepared. Now, may not necessarily be your fault because if you have a coach and your coach didn't prepare you, that bothers me. So there's 2 things that I see. Number one, as you talked about, they're kind of trying to figure out day of. Nah, you can't do that. Now, what I teach people the posing. I say, look, sometimes you gotta let the day, so your 3 poses. Choose one of the 3 that day. What are you feeling? You know what I mean? Don't get locked into it. So then you're like, oh my God, I messed up. There's that. But then, and this is still going to be with posing, people not knowing their poses. And so, for example, at the show I was expediting in September, I was literally giving instructions to people on stage on how to pose, where to turn. Bro, I'm not kidding. I'm dead ass serious. Like, no. If you watch the video, you see them looking me dead in the face. What am I supposed to do now? And so I don't know if they have coaches and all that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, one thing I'll never do as an expediter, since I have a lot of access to the athletes, I'm never going to try to, hey, do you need a coach or anything like that? Won't do it because that's not fair. Because I never want a coach to feel as though, Isaac's expediter, he's going to try to take my client. Yeah. Never, ever, ever. That's not what we do. But those kind of things, that's a lack of preparation. Because, and Larry, I know you weren't there at that. No, it was at the athlete meeting. You actually might have been there. Yeah, I was there. So Larry said, if you don't know your poses by now, you're in trouble. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not so, and it's sad, and it's about the lack of preparation. You come to the show, you did all this stuff, you say how bad you want to win, but you didn't work on your posing. You didn't know, if you're in classic physique bodybuilding, women's physique, you didn't know your mandatories. You know what I'm saying? For us, you didn't know your quarter turns. You didn't know how you're supposed to pose. And you see it, and it's just it pisses me off because, look, we all know how much I love posing, how much I act ass on stage. So it bothers me even more. I'm sitting there man, I'm sitting there trying to entertain these people. While I'm trying to win, number one is win, but I want to entertain, become a professional. I need these people to come back because the only way that I'm gonna make more money on that stage is if we're putting butts in the seats.
Facts.
So I need people to know. I just come to that. Is it us? Oh, I'm gonna go. Or if somebody says, hey, look, I know you might not want to come to this show. You might not want to see me, but let me tell you something. I know this dude Isaac. He gonna be up there. He puts on a show. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I take pride in that. So that's why it hurts me so much when I see people that didn't take their posing serious. They just go up there and they're like, oh, I'm just because there are people like us. This is our life. You know what I mean? This is what it is. It's afforded me a nice life. You know what I'm saying? And I love and I hate what I do. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I hate it is because I want to be the best.
Yeah.
So you gotta, like, for example, when you're growing, you gotta sometimes eat when you don't want to eat, work out when you don't want to work out. You know, all these, all these, different things. But yeah, but all those I know is a very long win, and I kind of went different. Oh shit! If you're with us by now, you know
You
I'm
know
gonna
the
be.
deal.
But what I'm saying is when you kind of like bring it all back, it goes to show because if what I said kind of like struck a chord with you negatively, you're not a dog. You're
And
just not.
that's okay.
That's
It is
fine.
perfectly fine.
Yeah. And that's why I say, you want to go pro, come holler at your boy. If that's what your goal, come holler at your boy. You see the track record, the resume shows. If you just want to get on stage, you're out there are plenty of coaches I could put you on to that are at that level. You know what I'm saying? And they can get you to pro too. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is there's other coaches that are more meant for the first timer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's where I feel about all those all those things. let me jump off of my soapbox.
So my closing thoughts real quick. I know I said this a lot, but it's okay. It's okay if you don't want to hit the next level. It's perfectly fine. If you want to sit there and be comfortable in the area that hey, I make six figures, I do not desire to make seven, or I'm making 80,000, I have no desire to make seven. That is perfectly fine. If you just want to lose weight and not get on stage, that's fine. I promise you, as long as you are happy in your life, strive on, sister. Strive on, brother. Like, Godspeed. However, for the people who are striving for the next level, that give their best every single day to hit just 1% better, it's okay if you want to conquer. It's okay if you want to go out and step on people's throats. It's okay. All right? Go out there, go handle your business, be a professional about it,
Yep.
and go out there and be an ass. But if I could send this back, this just little sound bite, back to 20-year-old Kyrie Cooper, I would have been so much better. Because I thought, is there something different with me? I just have this just feeling of just conquering. No matter what it is, I just want to conquer something. And once I'm done with that, I want to set my eyes on something else. And I want to conquer that as well. And I want to set my eyes on something else. But I wasn't surrounded with people who thought like, and I kept telling my wife, once I find my Avengers, once I find my super team, this Justice League, it is over. And we're on the path. I have Isaac in my corner. I have, most importantly, my dad in my corner. I have LeBron in my corner. Not LeBron James, but my homie LeBron in my corner. You see what I'm saying? So I'm building that that support system around me that, hey, Coop, we talk about this often. Go eat, bro. Go hunt. Because sometimes you need those people around you to juice you up just ever so slightly, but keep you down to earth whenever you get too big for your britches. But those are my closing statements. You got anything else, my brother?
My closing thought: embrace the struggle, because that's where greatness is born. Everything we talked about, these levels, you're gonna struggle, and the higher up the ladder you go, it's just like climbing a mountain. that air is going to get thinner,
Mm-hmm.
and the struggle's going to get more and more, and it's going to take more and more to get just this far. So embrace that struggle. And oddly enough, as we had posted that on the team page this morning, but just embrace that struggle, and you gonna go far. Um, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. We need to set a new goal because our subscribers have kind of been stagnant lately. If we can do anything, suggestions, do we make it shorter, longer, whatever the case may be, let us know because we want to keep. We get a lot of great feedback. Now with the great feedback, we need to be able to reach more people.
Yeah.
That's what the goal is. So that's all I gotta say. Until next week.
Until next week, guys, ladies, gentlemen, y'all take it easy and go hunt something. Later.